Some of the world's most famous landmarks switched off their lights in order to draw attention to climate change. The Global Earth Hour campaign aims to raise awareness about the impact of climate change. Organisers say more than 180 countries took part. Well, I'm joined now, really pleased to say I'm joined now by Christiana Figueres, who helped secure the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015 when she was Executive Secretary of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Her organisation, Mission 2020, now pressures governments to do more to stop global warming. What an honour to have you in the studio.
Thank you very much for your invitation, Lakwesa. Thank you very much.
First off, what an achievement. Just how tough a job was it to get everybody to sign on in 2015?
It was very easy, honestly. It was very easy.
Oh, really?
No, it was definitely a 6-year effort, an effort of thousands of people, okay? Thousands of people who helped, certainly those around the table who held a pen and had the right to actually write into the text, but way beyond that, into the finance world, into the science world, into the business world, into the religious and spiritual world. So many stakeholders who came around, we invited them to come around and contribute what they had to say and created what I call a very enabling environment and context.
So what was the turning point then for them to say, OK, we're part of this accord? Because obviously there were some difficult characters.
Yeah, there were many difficult characters, and you know those characters continue. So you know, no big surprise. But I think honestly there were many turning points. But for me, the critical one was when, in particular, political leaders finally understood that they could both address climate change and pursue their own national interests at the same time without pitting them against each other. Because that pitting against each other is a fallacy that we had entertained for decades. And we thought either economic growth or environmental protection at the local level and certainly at the global level. And once people understood this is not so, in fact, we have evolved as humanity to the point where if we want to grow, we have no other option but to do it within the boundaries of the natural environment and fully in harmony with that. And once people had understood that, that was really a breakthrough, and they began to understand that they had many options to pursue their own national interests.
So when you look at what the move that President Trump has made by withdrawing, I mean, how does that shake what you describe as your global optimism? And then, of course, you see the young children that take to the streets.
Yeah,
I mean, how do you view all this?
Good on them. So, first of all, the announcement of the White House that they intend to withdraw from the Paris Agreement honestly is a political announcement that has to have legal repercussion not until November of 2020, after the next US election. But perhaps more importantly, it is a stand that the United States or the White House takes at their own peril. Because what it means is that they want to lock themselves in to technologies that were very helpful in the last century, and they want to deprive themselves of the technologies that are making other countries competitive in the 21st century. So it's actually a very dangerous strategy that they're running for reasons that everyone understands, but not to their own interests. And luckily, 60% of the U.S. economy actually continues to decarbonize, despite what the White House has said. Now, the young children, the young people on the street, and I don't even want to call them children because they are being so responsible.
Leaders.
These young leaders on the street, 1.5 million on the 15th of March, have actually had it up to here with all of us oldies. In particular in my generation, because you're the generation after me. But with my generation, when we've been at it for 30 years and they're saying, enough is enough. We know what we have to do. We have the technologies. We have the capital available to us. We know what the policies are. So enough is enough. Get with the program. And I cannot blame them. And I am very, very proud of them that they're actually taking a stand and holding us to account.
OK, Christiana Figueres, we've run out of time.
Well, OK.
Thank you for coming in. There was so much to talk about, wasn't there? Thank you, though.